Dominic came out very recently and said that he has a hand injury and that he's going to be getting hand surgery after the fight and that he'll probably be out for anywhere from 4 to 6 months. Have you heard that?
I caught wind of it yesterday. I had a few people telling me, but I don't understand the reasoning of telling people that. It's, in my opinion, retarded. It's almost like he's making an excuse for a loss already. My hands hurt. I got to get surgery anyways, and you just kind of, I don't know. Maybe he's playing mind games, whatever. I really don't care. Mm-hmm. Whether his hands hurt or he's healthy or he's got other injuries or he's never felt better. I'm going in there with a goal, and whatever he's got doesn't determine what I'm going to do to him. If he's got a hurt hand, that's the least of his worries right now because I'm going in there to hurt him. I'm going to go in there and knock him out. I'm going to go in there and drag him through, what he's never been through, hell.
And that's why I asked you, Scott, because when I read it, excuse me, the timing seemed a little odd to me. That, he would come out before the fight and already be talking about an injury. And I wondered, for you as the guy fighting him, did that feel like he's kind of building an excuse in? Because why would you talk about it before the fight and even tip your hand, no pun intended, to your opponent that maybe your striking isn't going to be 100% because you have, you have problems with your hand?
My best guess is he's looking for sympathy, and he's kind of building in a built-in excuse. I've seen a lot of guys that wrestle that do that. I'm going to this tournament, I'm sore, I'm hurt, and it's all setting themselves up for, what if I lose? Well, now I have an excuse. I had a bad hand. I couldn't punch it. Mm-hmm. You took that fight knowingly. He's conscious right now, consciously making a decision that if his hands hurt, he's still choosing to fight. He's a good man for it, He's a stand-up guy to step in there and do that. But at the same time, he's thinking about losing. He's already got that thought, that seed planted in his head, and that little bit of doubt may be too much for him, and so he's making excuses about his hand. But, come fight night, he better, he's got to make a decision. And I think I know what that decision already is. He's looking for an easy way out.
So you think he's looking for a way out once the fight gets going?
He will.
Explain that some more for me.
He'll look for an easy way out. He's always been the guy that's moved around, danced, and whatnot. And it doesn't matter who I fought. If you look at who I fought over the last year, I have beat them up. They leave the cage, and you can tell they were in a fight. You can tell they got beat up. If you looked at myself, I walked away. The most damage I took was an incidental, a small, tiny little cut from Brad Pickett, my last fight, the first time I've ever been cut. Mm-hmm. And I go in there with very effective, I leave guys bruised, battered. Mm-hmm. And I think that intimidates Dominic because he's never faced that. Yeah, he fought Uriah. Uriah chokes guy. Yeah, he fought Joseph. Joseph went in there and cut him up a little bit, but didn't do what I can do to someone. I've done it over and over. I beat guys down until they're tired, and I keep hitting them and just banging on them. And I think that scares Dominic a little bit, and I think that's why he's got the, well, my hands hurt, and, a lot of running is what I feel like he's going to be trying to do. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be an excuse that, my hands hurt, I couldn't strike, so I had to evade him. But you can't evade somebody from your back.
How do you see the fight going? How's it end?
Honestly, I see it going to I see me winning, and I really don't know when that's going to happen or how, but I will win this fight. If it's a knockout, great. If I catch him early with a submission or whatever, it's even better. But I will win this fight. I'm going to drag him through hell. Like I said, he's never had an opponent quite like me. He's used to kind of being a bully the last few times he's fought, and I've never been bullied in my life. I may be smaller, but I've never been bullied. And I take a lot of pride in that. That nobody goes in there and pushes me around. I don't care who you are, who you think you are, how big you are, or what belts, titles you hold. You know, I'm the man, not you.